On day 2 of the NHL entry draft, we had a blockbuster trade. The Carolina Hurricanes are sending Noah Hanifin and Elias Lindholm to Calgary in exchange for Dougie Hamilton, Michael Furland, and prospect Adam Fox. This is a huge move. So let's break it down in NHL 18. We'll see how they do with their new teams in a 1-year simulation, and then we'll talk about the trade itself. So just for the record, Adam Fox is actually not in the game. He plays for Harvard University and EA does not have his rights, so I had to create him. I made him a medium top 6 because he is a really good prospect. So if we go from Carolina sending this trade to Calgary, Calgary is like, absolutely, we believe this transaction will contribute to our success. Thank you very much. Now, if we reverse it, if we go from Calgary sending it to Carolina, Carolina is like, no, we have this thing called a trade block. How about you look at it? So they were not impressed by that at all. So I ended up doing a 1-year simulation with these players on their brand new teams, and in year number 1, Dougie Hamilton had 9 goals, 47 assists for 56 points. Michael Furland had 11 goals and 11 assists for 22 points. So right off the bat, Dougie Hamilton puts up some serious numbers in Carolina. Now, if you look at Calgary's new players, Elias Lindholm did pretty well. He had 16 goals, 33 helpers for 49 points. And Noah Hanifin, this was a little bit shocking. 5 goals, 16 assists, only 21 points. It is also worth noting he did grow to an 85 and he was a -19. So let's dissect this trade a little bit more, starting off with Adam Fox, who's a 3rd round pick, 66th overall in 2016, put up extremely good numbers in Harvard, 40 points in 35 games, and this year he had 28 in 29. So if Adam Fox can turn out for Carolina, that would be a home run for them, because there's a lot of people who are saying he's kind of the dark horse here. If he turns out, it looks like Carolina's going to win this trade, and if not, it's looking more towards Calgary. Now, in addition to getting Adam Fox, they also get a player who, well, you know, he led the NHL in defensive goal scoring last year with 17, Dougie Hamilton. Now, he's 25 years old, he's been involved in 2 blockbuster trades, so it could be a locker room issue. I don't know. It's all speculation at this point, but it's a little bit weird to see a defenseman that's consistently been really good and just seems to get traded every 3 years. Kind of strange, but I'm hoping he does have a good long career in Carolina. I'm a big Dougie Hamilton fan. I love what he does on the ice. He's a giant dude at 6'6", 210. I think he's going to complement Justin Falk really well. Also with their young and up-and-coming defensive core like Hayden Fleury and Jake Bean, the Carolina is stacked defensively, and I think that's why Noah Hanifin became a little bit expendable. Now, Noah Hanifin was an all-star this year, had 32 points. He really kind of had a small coming out party. I think if he can get maybe to the 40 or the 50 point mark next year, this trade is going to look really good for Calgary. Noah Hanifin's trade value right now is through the roof. He's a former 5th overall pick not that long ago in 2015, so you got to think Carolina thought they had a huge piece. They're sitting on a gold mine here with Noah Hanifin, and in my opinion, they definitely cashed in. I think they made the right move because they have a lot of young defensive prospects. I saw some Carolina fans immediately on Twitter kind of upset that Noah Hanifin was dealt, but they have such a deep defensive pool, plus they get one of the better defensemen in the NHL and Adam Fox. That's looking pretty good for Carolina. Now, Elias Lindholm is a little bit of a wild card because I think he has some untapped potential. Another former 5th overall pick from Carolina. He had 44 points this year. If he can get past that 40-45 point mark, this is going to look good for Calgary. I like the trade for both sides. You can see I'm just giving positives to everyone right now. It is also worth noting that Lindholm and Hanifin both need contracts, so I think, I would assume anyways, that Calgary has a deal in place to sign both of these guys. And Michael Furland is still a very serviceable player. He had 20 goals this year. I think that was very beneficial to playing with Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau. Maybe you put him alongside Sebastian Aho, and he's kind of the big tough guy that goes into the corners and gets the puck loose for Aho. It seemed to work with Johnny Gaudreau, who say it's not going to work here with Sebastian Aho and Jeff Skinner. Obviously, this trade just went down, but my initial thoughts and my initial opinions are that Carolina wins this trade right now. They get an elite NHL defenseman in Dougie Hamilton. He led the NHL for goals for defensemen last year. He had close to 50 points. He's a 15 goal, 50, 60 point guy. What's not to love about Dougie Hamilton? Plus they get a wild card in Adam Fox. I love this trade for Carolina, but I also love this trade for Calgary. If Noah Hanifin can reach that potential that everyone seems to think he has, this is going to be a home run for them. So either way, I love this trade. Just a good old hockey trade, no retained salary, no picks involved. I really like this trade. If I have to give the slight edge, it's to Carolina. Maybe it's because I'm biased. I'm a big Dougie Hamilton fan, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Carolina fans, Calgary fans, how are you feeling? Now, Carolina might not be done either. We're hearing some rumblings that Jeff Skinner could be on the move, maybe even Justin Falk. So that's going to be it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys hopefully very soon when another trade breaks.